Capgemini, we care about the environment. We're acting responsibly for the future of our world. We're reducing our carbon emissions and introducing sustainable technology to ensure the world we leave for our children is a...
Okay, so we're not quite there yet. It's easy to make vague, unverifiable claims about what we're doing, when what we really need to do is take action. Action to ensure sustainability. Now, 40 years ago, the world was living within its means. But by 1980, we'd already gone way beyond this. And before long, our vital resources will be gone. So, what can we do? As individuals, we can all do our own little bit to help. But it's the companies that can make the biggest difference. The top 200 companies in the world are accountable for nearly 30% of the world's wealth. And it's these companies that can have the biggest effect on the poorest nations of the world, who will feel the impact of climate change the hardest. Capgemini recognises this at the highest level of the company. We know we must act now to become a leader of sustainable business.
Let's use publicity so that it becomes mandatory for everybody. So if people use that as the vehicle to win against competition, it's good because it means that all others will follow. So let's not embrace an archaic view of ecology. We will have to fight for sustainability. Let's use the new tools, innovation, advertisement, but above all, a comprehensive understanding and a full commitment of everybody.
Sustainability is a long-term issue, and as companies become more sophisticated in measuring their impact, and most importantly reporting on that impact, then there's going to have to be substance behind the headlines. And Capgemini will be very transparent in measuring its impact and how it's calculated that impact and what specific actions we're taking.
When you look at the causes of climate change, it's easy to see the most obvious offenders, but it's equally easy to forget the others that are all around us. Air travel always seems to be at the top of the list, but how much CO2 does it actually contribute? Surprisingly, it's less than 2% globally. And what about our business, IT? Well, the IT industry actually generates the same amount of CO2 as air travel, 2%. And remarkably, the amount of money we spend powering our equipment in our data centers is exceeded many times by the amount it costs just to keep it cool. And the amount of energy and raw materials needed to manufacture and package a server or a computer or any other device can be up to 75 times its own weight. So everything we design, specify or buy and how we use it will have a massive impact on the amount of energy we use.
We've got an agreed sustainable procurement policy. What we've done is we've taken that out to our 15 top suppliers and checked that they don't contravene any of those policies or processes that we have in there. So we've got some good feedback from that pilot. The next stage is we'll be taking it out to about 140 of our top suppliers, which for the UK is about 80% of our UK spend. And we'll be making sure that there's no issues or risks in our supply chains or any issues with our policy with those suppliers.
Sustainability is also about changing our behaviour. Like cutting out on travel. We'll no longer pay for staff to take unnecessary trips and flights when there's a practical alternative. We'll needlessly waste plastic cups when you can just as easily use a glass. And we'll reduce the amount of paper we use and recycle more. Capgemini is already being recognised for the progress it's making in all these areas.
Capgemini won an award for sustainability across our supply chain because they showed a real performance improvement in terms of their scoring within our assessment process, and it was in that area that Capgemini showed a real performance improvement in the period, driven I think in particular by publication of their own sustainability report and the setting of targets, and it was that really that persuaded us to give the award to Capgemini. Being sustainable also means we'll save money. Since using our high-speed link between Utrecht and Mumbai for conference calling, we've knocked 30% off our bill for international air travel. But
it's not just about us. Through collaboration with our business partners, we'll make sure that they share our values and we'll learn from theirs too.
BT's been tracking its sustainability performance for a long time, and actually when it comes down to it, words are great, but actually hard facts are what really counts. So since 1996 we've reduced our CO2 footprint in the UK by 58%.
Ultimately, sustainability is about living within our means. It's a challenge to do things more efficiently with less impact. Driving efficiency is what we do best. It's what we do every day for our customers. Capgemini can make the right kind of changes really happen.